An artist is supposed to be interested, not interesting. Hey, look at me. Ooh. No, interested in the audience. Give them. And when he understands that, he's in less of position of, oh, no, you help people. And the way you help them is with your art. So it's an outflow. It's something that comes from you to your audience.
Fantastic. Oh, Judy. Wonderful woman.
Hello, my darling.
You look so gorgeous, both of you.
You too. You are amazing. Your skin, your eyes, your hair, your style, your body, your shape. You are amazing.
Thank you so much. You are too. Oh, it's so wonderful. Love the energy on that side.
Yes.
So tell me, how do you know each other?
We are like a family, practically, with Judy, and our admiration and our affection is enormous because she's a wonderful artist, a wonderful person, and
I saw him in a show. My husband actually started the whole thing.
Yeah.
He said, Judy, you have to come. There is this amazing artist from Argentina, and he sings what you like to sing. So you have to meet him. And I said, okay, oh, fine. So I went to the show, and I was like, my jaw was like, on the ground. So that's how we met. And since then, we're like this. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, right?
Yes, 3 years ago. And
3 years ago?
And in my show, when I saw her, I said, come on to me to sing something. And I didn't know her. And when I was playing Our Love is Here to Stay, the Gershons, and she put the voice, I said, what? And she remained in the show with me, 15 minutes. When I closed with her the show, I improvised something like this.
Amazing.
With like her, yes.
Yeah.
It's
wonderful. Well, I mean, you both so talented, because Judy, I heard you singing on Facebook and on YouTube, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, and it's wonderful because at the same time she changed the voice. She has a normal key, high note, loud note, like Judy Garland, Edith Piaf, like Maria Callas. She can sing opera and pop and everything. So for me, it was completely easy.
It was a love from first sight. Like Ruben is the dream come true of every singer. The way he plays on the piano, you fly. Yeah. So you probably know that already.
I mean, honestly, yeah. I'm in love with him.
I love you.
Me too, but don't tell him.
No, we love everybody together.
Oh my God, he's the best ballet dancer, best pianist.
I know.
Vocal. Amazing. Yeah.
Well, okay.
I leave you with her, and I come back in a moment because we have a surprise for you, for your audience, for our friends, celebrities, artists in the world.
Wonderful.
So,
wonderful. Okay.
See you later.
Bye. See you later. Okay. Yeah. Judy, it's so wonderful to talk to you. And so you are in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Tell me, have you always lived there?
No, I was made and born in Israel, and I live in Clearwater for the last 5 years, and I love it here. It's peaceful, it's beautiful.
Yeah. So did you come from Israel to Florida?
Right.
Yeah. Now tell me about your career. How did you start singing?
I started when I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
My mom put me on she noticed her daughter is very, very much alive when she sings. So it was always gathering of a lot of friends, and I was the head of the party because she, just put me on a table. I was, small, 3 years old, and I was singing and imitating. And but my very professional career started when after the army. In Israel, you go to the army. It started when I was with, on tanks all day, but always with a radio, listening to music, creating. And when I was 21 years old, I found a great musicians, and we started to rehearse. And then I started to put all my life, I listen to great music. That's what I tell my students. 70% of learning music is listening to it. So I remember I went to a CD shop and I bought like 100 CDs of the best voices I could find, from Ella Fitzgerald, Nina Simone, Stevie Wonder, Freddie Mercury, Louis Armstrong, to the opera, Pavarotti, Franco Corelli, all the big names that I loved. And I just used to listen to it and listen to it. And that's how I form who I am today. So I actually sing, in 5 different languages. And I sing the opera, I sing jazz, classical jazz, I sing pop, I sing Spanish, classical, whatever I found that is emotionally uplifting.
Mm. So you are you a self-taught singer?
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely. But with the help, look, Ella Fitzgerald didn't went to any academy. She was my academy. Listening to her, and I'm it's like 24/7 listening to her, and the way she sings, effortless, and the way it's like today, unfortunately, I see singers that using too much pyrotechnic, too much dancing, too much to deliver their message. Back then, it was the singer and a beautiful band, and he just sing, and put there the communication, put there the intention. And when I hear Mercedes Sosa singing "Gracias a la vida," I melt. Or when I hear Richard Galliano playing his accordion, or when I listen to Astor Piazzolla, you're in a different universe. And that's what art is all about. Put you in a different universe where you are uplifted, elevated from your body, and you can create whatever you want.
Well, this is amazing that you say this, because I actually spoke to a blind soprano over Christmas time. And what fascinated me very much was that how she listens to, and her aunt also, who is her mentor and her teacher, who says that she just listens to the music and reproduces it. She and now you also talking about listening, to really listen to the music. And this I find very fascinating, that you're actually saying this, because I did think a lot about it when I spoke to the blind singer, how important it is.
Right, definitely. Yeah. And by the way, I saw this interview that you did with her. She was phenomenal. And but it's true. It's listening, but really listening, Be there 100% and absorb everything that music can give you, because it gives a lot. Yesterday, I listened to Rachmaninoff, and I was like, immediately, on the first tab, you're in a different universe. It's thank you. She sings gracias a la vida. I said gracias por la música. Thank you for the music, right? Yes, and it's funny because I have a big studio here in Clearwater, and I help many students, artists, singers to achieve their dreams. I have professional and non-professional, but everyone loves to sing. The problem is they are suppressed. Some of them are suppressed in this area, meaning they've been told they can't sing. They can't, and it's false. And I'm telling them, if you have a good talking voice, you can sing, period. Now, are you going to be the next Barbara Streisand? No. Are you going to be the next Whitney Houston? No. But who cares? We don't want you to be the next Barbara. Barbara is wonderful, admirable, but you are important. Your voice, your intention is what you say, right? And I want to learn about who you are and then present you to the world, of course, first of all, we work about techniques, right? It's important. Like anything in this universe, when you study how to drive a new car, you need to study the car, the engine, where it's located. So I teach them a little bit about the vocal cords. I show them a very short movie about how does it works. And just, Petra, 99% of the people doesn't know how the sound is made and produced.
Really?
They don't. And when they see this movie, they are shocked. Oh, that's the vocal cords? Oh, they're here? They're tiny, right? They're like 10 millimeters. And I tell them, yes. So do you think Pavarotti and all these great artists that they sing with its 10 millimeters vocal cords? No, it's them. It's who they are. They are singing, the spiritual being. And the body is like an instrument that you use in order to produce this beautiful singing, right? And they're like, oh, so I can sing, I just tear apart all their false data, all the misleading, all their misteaching they had through the years, unfortunately. But it's okay, because then they can start thinking for themselves and have the wins that they always and get the dreams that they always wanted.
Yeah, and that is wonderful that you now also say that you didn't go the normal route of the normal education route of singing. And I've also spoken to an actor who also said that he didn't go to acting school. He actually studied architecture, and then from there on he started doing workshops, and he started doing auditioning, and he sort of learned by doing, and learned and discovered the actor that he is. I think it's very important that we also take that into consideration, to say some people would really need to do the traditional route, go through the education, but there are some artists that do it like you do, like you do it by experiencing it and have that freedom.
Yes, totally, Petra. Listen, it's a lot of work to get to a professional state, right? It's not, it didn't happen for me one day. Yes, I had the talent, but it's like when you make a cake, you need to get the best flour, the best cocoa, the best sugar, right? So all the ingredients together create the best cake, right? So yes, I had the talent and I had the willingness to perform and to sing. And so my mother sent me to conservatorium, and then I'm a professional classical piano player, right? And I also danced the ballet, because all those things, they build you. They build your future as an artist. But the main thing about artist is very simple. An artist is an artist, period. So when the student come to me, I don't change him. I learn who he is really. And it's like an onion, I peel off whatever there is there to see the shine diamond that they are. So it starts with considerations, and it starts with, everything that blocks them to be who they really are. So an artist is an artist. And when I realized that, so you don't need like high titles from high academies and universities. I'm not saying it's wrong, no. But in those institutes, if they don't really know that you're a spiritual being and you are the artist, they can put you down. They can a little bit suppress you. And I heard that, right? So my message to artists is, you are an artist, okay? You need to know a little bit about techniques, how to improve your voice. Yes, of course. I do drills every day, because our vocal cords are muscles. And like any other muscle in the body, they need to be stretched, they need to be warm, and they need to be treated accordingly, right? But nevertheless, when you sing, I don't want you to sing here. I don't want you to think, ooh, do I sound good? Do I look good? It's not what an artist is supposed to do. An artist is supposed to be interested, not interesting. Hey, look at me. Ooh. No, interested in the audience. Give them. And when he understands that, he's in less of position of, oh, no, you help people. And the way you help them is with your art. So it's an outflow. It's something that comes from you to your audience. Does that make sense?
Yeah, amazing how you say that. Yeah, absolutely. But
Yeah.
in America, for example, there's this very much this idea of, we look at all these singers and how they've got a whole marketing team behind them, and it's all about that. Do you think it's difficult for singers in America to show their real artistry, like not to have this whole team behind them to create this image, for example?
So this question has a lot of answers, but I tell you my viewpoint, okay? When you're by yourself, it's tough because each one that wants to do something, he needs to create a team, like a small organization, right? So when you go into a bank, so there's the cashier, there's the manager, there is this executive. Imagine you go into a bank and there is only one person that needs to give you service, answer the phone, handle the money, he collapses and he will not be able to do that. So art that's why they call it a show business. It's a business by itself because when you perform, you need to, you need to be your best. So you need to have your promotional team. You need to have those who, know how you look best, video you, give you the right suggestion in this area, right? Because you have to do your PR, the public relation. And how do you know if you look good, you sound good, right? You need a team. Now, it doesn't have to be like a huge team. For example, I have my own company. It's called Art Studios and Productions. What I do, and the other company is You Can Sing. So I start with, okay, come to me. Let's see who you are. Let's build your confidence. Let's build your voice. And after it's done, I said, okay, we're not going to stay with only improving your voice. We want to take you out there to the world. Let's start with social media. Let's do Facebook Live. Let's, do nice video of you singing. And people want to be inspired. So you don't have to be professional. So here's the thing. An artist sometimes thinks he has to be so professional that he forgets that he actually has to create emotional impact. So we have the technical impact and we have the emotional impact. That's what they think. But the emotional impact is always above the technical. So sometimes you can go to a concert, and I'm sure you've been in concert, when the lady sings and everything is in spot, and she was amazing technically, and she hit this high C note, and wow. But at the end of the day, she didn't say anything. She didn't inspire you. You didn't cry. You didn't laugh. It was, you were impressed, but you were not inspired, right? And for example, I was once in a concert by Rubinstein, right? Rubinstein, and not him playing, but it was a concert on his name. And there were like several pianists, and it was a competition. So there was this beautiful Russian guy that played every note, the timing, pa, 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 pa. It was okay. It was like very impressive. And then there was an Italian girl. She was less impressive technically, but she left us with our jaw like that because she put so much emotion, so much passion. You can see she is she is Chopin. Like she plays Chopin. She was the music, and that's what I love about artists, that they ask me, Judy, you sing the song Novia Daria millions of times. How do you do it every time? Like I said, first of all, I sing it in a new unit of time. like I never sang it before. And you will never caught me singing a song just for singing. I am the song. I'm the words. I'm like, non, je ne regrette rien. So I'm thinking about all the things I wanted to regret about, but I do not, you know?
Yeah.
So
I love that song, by the way. It's beautiful.
It's just, you know, when I was 12 years old, my mom came from Spain, and on her way to Israel when she was 5 years old, they stopped in Marseille in France. So she got all this language, right, and all the culture. So when I was 12, she said, Judy, here, look, I found this cassette of Edith Piaf. I didn't know who she was. I put it and I pressed play, and it will, you hear this voice, and I said, oh my God, I want to sing like that. With this intention, this, you know, Edith Piaf, again, she was my academy. She never learned nowhere. Her life was tough, man. But an artist is an artist. She is a walking proof of she was an artist every time, you know? So I just listened to her and get to understand the emotion and how she pronounced each word. It's very important. Like my piano teacher used to tell me, listen to Frank Sinatra. When he sings, the pronunciation is very accurate. You can understand every word, which makes sense because art as itself is the quality of communication. And in communication, we use words. So if the words are not understood, there's no communication, right? Something is missing. So that's what I also teach, pronunciation. Be understood. Don't swallow the words. Very important. One of the most important thing in singing, right? Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, it's amazing your how you talk and your enthusiasm and it's wonderful. But
Thank
now
you.
so you are teaching as well, and you say you have this sort of this management company, or is it
Yes.
is it important, because this is what I was actually thinking, how important it is for artists to have in management, say, for example, somebody who understands the artist, because sometimes, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I get the impression sometimes that the artists are being managed. I'm not saying everybody, but that some artists are managed by people who are making money and not that the artist is able to do what they want to do, for example.
It's true. It's true. Well, I think here's the thing. There are big labels and big managements that unfortunately uses artists in a bad way. And I see artists, even Mariah Carey, when she started, she was this beautiful, unbelievable singer. Plain, she used to wear, black, singing, and you just adore her. So somebody thinks, oh, I need to take this artist and make it big. And so they start, showing other body parts and making, and the song is more ha ha instead of her voice, and they spoil it. Petra, you have to understand, we live in this very tough universe when artists are the ones to be very suppressed because people want their energy. Some people in this universe cannot produce so much good energy, so they actually go after artists and suppress them. And some of them are in, needs to take drugs in order to survive. And it's like a very misleading thing that the artist needs to have alcohol or drugs or be crazy to succeed. So not true. The main reason for artists to get into bad position is because they have someone that suppressed them, that not really care for them. And you can see big names like Judy Garland was the biggest singer, you know, back then, and she was suppressed by her mom that gave her, you know, psych drugs, by the IRS that took all of her money. Why? This lady gave the world, wow. I mean, she died at the age of 49 or something like that. And we can start from Mozart, my dear. He died when he was 36. He was the genius of all genius, but he was suppressed by his father a little bit, by the king, by the archbishop, by God knows who. He died, no money, no fame, no glory, by himself in a small room. How can it be? Look at the suffering. Look at Chopin. Chopin was, you know, very fragile. He died young as well. He was sick all the time. It's all about suppression. You take Freddie Mercury, Michael Jackson, for God's sake, the most amazing, you know, performer that ever set foot on this planet, suppressed and died, not because of doctors' medicine, because of drugs. Whitney Houston, the same. And my heart aches every time. Now, I don't want to, you know, sound so bad, but we have to wake up and see that. It's time to confront that we need to keep our artists safe. We need to, because they, you know, so one day I was looking at this universe, Petra, and I was thinking, okay, if I'm gonna turn off the switch now and there's no more art, this universe will collapse in seconds. But the basics, what holds it, is all the magnificent artists, from Michelangelo to Beethoven to Ruben Celiberti to you, that bring the artist alive, that keeps it alive. And there are all these institutions that says, no, you're not good enough, yes, good enough. Who the hell are you to tell us we're good enough or not good enough? You know, art is a creation. We must not stop it, you know? So that's what I teach my student. I'm not just a regular singing teacher. I'm not like, yeah, show me what you have. No, I'm like, okay. When they come here, I tell them, I'm not a teacher. I'm your best friend now. I'm not here to evaluate you, judge you in any way. I just want to know where you're at in present time and take you to the sky with what you have. Okay? I don't promise you you're going to be the next Barbara Streisand, because I don't want you to. I want it to be unique. Yeah. Okay? And for example, I had this student. He's a businessman from Russia, very successful. When he came to me, his voice was very cracked and he couldn't even, a very bad pitching. But then I asked him a question. Did you ever been suppressed on singing? And he said, yes, and start crying, a 50-year-old guy, yeah? And I said, what happened? He said, my teacher, my music teacher in Russia, I so wanted to learn music. And she told me, Sasha, you're very bad, go. And they kicked him out of the school. The guy is very successful, have a you know, is still stuck with this feeling that he's a failure. And I said, okay, so we're gonna put aside this bullshit that this teacher told you. Sorry, Petra, for my words. You know, I'm Israeli, so yeah. So we put aside this. And then I told him, okay, when I press a note, I want you to close your eyes and let the note come to you. And that's how I taught him how to sing in the right pitch. Today he has his own, we created a beautiful music video and he recorded 3 songs, amazing. If he was in Russia and I was a teacher there, I would made him the next Vysotsky. I don't know if you heard about this. Amazing, yeah, the next Vysotsky. This guy could be very, very known in Russia. But for him, it was enough just to sing. So he started, he you know, he bought loudspeakers at his house. He's doing karaoke. he said, Judy, I'm singing all day now because of you. and that's what I do.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Now, artists must stop thinking, I want to be famous, I want to make a lot of money. This will kill you. No,
Yeah.
your thought should be, I'm going to create a lot of music and help people as much as I can with my music, with my art. Yes, the money will come, but the outflow is always more important than the inflow. If you live your life thinking, what will I get from it? What will I get? What will I get? You're not good. You have to think, how can I help? How did I help today? What can I do more? That's your viewpoint. Then you'll get it all. You see?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
Yeah,
yeah.
I totally agree. And I actually spoke to a young pianist a while ago who said that, you know, these, of course, they have to do the competitions and so on, but he, and he studied also piano, but he said, who gives the mark for a piano piece? And I know for who gives the mark, who evaluates, who says that this is what you are worth. If you play, he wants to play the piano and he wants to, you know, sort of give it all. And I wonder sometimes also this very strong judgment that is placed on art, you know, that what maybe critics or sometimes the audience do, that also, you know, puts a lot of pressure on artists, that they don't perform or don't come out as being who they really are, or the art that they actually want to give, you know?
Totally. Totally. And here's the answer for that. It's actually very simple. The art is for the receiver. When I go and see Dali, I can, you know, I can love it, I can hate it. But the art is for the receiver. What does it mean? If a person goes to an exhibition of art or go to a beautiful performance, right? If he can contribute something to the art, then this is art, period. This is real art, because there is a lot of what is art? And there is a lot of philosophers and blah, 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 blah. Art is the quality of communication. And when you communicate to someone, he can love your communication or don't, period. So when I sing, somebody can say, I like it, good. And he sings with me, so he contribute, or he, you know, wow. So he's participating in my art. And it's not like my art is here and the person is here. No. You know, there's an old saying about a Chinese poet. He used to write poetry, and he went down to an old lady that used to sell flowers in the street. And he would show her the poem. If she liked it, he published it. If she said, nah, he threw it away. Smart guy. This is art. Yeah. Yes, it doesn't mean if the point is straight, but did you do that? And you put yourself into it, and the audience was like, right? That's art. Are you there? Are you communicating while playing, while singing? That's art. And the art is for the receiver. It's not for the artist. And a lot of artists are stuck because they have past failure to communicate. There is a lot of suppression on this part. So they are seeking for technique and professional, you know, something to be very, very like 100% great. But I'm sorry, you know, absolutes are not attainable in this universe. Never. Yeah. You cannot get, you will always with the plus and minus next to it. They're going together, right? Yeah. But you can create emotional impact. And that's what art is all about. So you can sing like somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. It's nice. but then you can put your somewhere over the rainbow. You take them to the rainbow, way up high. That's how you sing. You want the people to come to you, to your journey, and be a part of it. And when when this, I'm telling you this after 25 years of performing all around the world, from Paris to London to the US to, I don't know, Turkey, Greek, Israel. I perform and perform and perform, and I see what works with the audience. People that comes to see you, they want to be amused. They want to forget their troubles. They come there, they bought the ticket, they dress nicely, they're so excited. They want you, the artist, to take them out of their reality, which is not that high, right? And make them feel alive again. Move them. People likes to be moved emotionally. So that's what I do. So when I perform, the stage is like a temple for me. It's sacred, right? I use the people. I will always look great, you know. I will always stand nicely. I will always greet them. I will always be nice to the audience. It's like my children. I will always embrace them, right? And I'll sing my best. And there were times that I had high fever. There were times I was tired. There was time I didn't want to sing. It happens. But when I'm on stage, it's like a flight in you know, in the real time. So you just, and you have people with you on the airplane. So you have to take the airplane and land it safely, right? And the most amazing thing about performing live is that you're in present time. All the time, right? You need to see what's happening. You have to feel your audience. And sometimes I really want to do a song, but I feel that won't work. So I changed my repertoire. I said, they're okay with the French. Let's do the opera. And then I can feel them. And that's my job. It's not just showing I have a great voice. Yes, I do. So what? It's an equation. Art is an equation. You have to have a good voice, perform well, know your audience, and get your message. Every artist has to have a message. Dali, you know, I used to live in Paris, and I was walking in Montmartre, you know, feeling very Parisian, and this lady came to me and said, Madame, vous voulez voir une exhibition de Dali? I said, yes, for sure. So I went there through his exhibition, and on the wall, there was an interview that Japanese interviewer did with him, right? Journalist. And he asked, Mr. Dali, how come you're so successful? You're a genius. And he say, oh, my dear friend, I'm not a genius. It's just that I gave the right honey to the right bees at the right time.
Amazing.
I said, ooh,
yeah.
the bonza is good, right? And I said, that's the thing. Very smart. And yeah.
But
so
but actually what you're saying now is I've photographed 500 artists here in Vienna in their windows during lockdown. And what really struck me is what you're saying now is that you know, even in this difficult time, and many of them, you know, experienced financial hardship, and also the fact that they couldn't perform and the theaters were closed. And we would talk about that, but the moment they get into the windows that I can take their photo, it was like a switch. It was really somebody actually critiqued me and said, I made the artist smile in the window. I didn't. I never asked an artist to smile, yet they all did. And they all gave me these beautiful pictures by just being there, you know. And I think this was really what struck me so much. And this is what you're saying, that sometimes maybe you don't feel like it, but the moment you get on stage and you do, you know, and you're part of who you are and part of what you give. And this really fascinated me. a lot. I thought about it a lot in this time, you know, that that could happen, that at the one moment we can still talk about things that is, you know, that was troubling them, but then in the next minute that could be all aside and they could just own that window, you know, and it was just a window frame, yet they could do all these amazing things there. And yeah.
Wow. Yes.
I think this is what makes them artists, you know, that special something.
Right. And
Yeah.
they, if you know, you get to talk with some of them. My reality is, okay, there is a lockdown. Got it. There's always something you can do about it.
Yeah.
Einstein said every problem has a solution.
Yeah.
If you want to find it.
Mm.
So my solution was, let's create. Let's go online. So I just started to perform, be funny, say, hey guys, so I have this song today. Did I ever tell you? What do you think about it? You know, or give them from your knowledge. Artist has a lot of knowledge, you know, and they can say, hey, so hi guys, you know, today I would like to teach you how to play the ukulele. Or I sing and I, you know, just talk, get your communication out there. First of all, you feel great because you did something, and you also help others, and always good things come out of it. You know, I know the world is had now, it's maybe less, but we had tough times. But I choose not to give it even this slight thought.
Yeah.
We said, okay, that's their game. They want to create whatever, let them. I'm going to create my game. And my game is art. So I just sit at my house and I did online and I performed. I made like a, you know, a studio, like a stage. I put lights, I put this, and I just performed. And I created whatever I could create. I even created my online singing course. And whatever I could do to help people and to continue and never stop. Whatever you do, don't stop. Look at the future and keep creating. Because yes, unfortunately in this universe, some people want you to stop creating. But the best solution is to flourish and prosper. Mm-hmm. So if you have 100 balloons, if you have one balloon and somebody comes and pop it, you have a loss. Oh my goodness, I don't have my balloon. But if you have 100 balloons, they pop 5, you still have 95. They pop 10 more, you still have 85. And then they just, okay, fine, and they leave.
Yeah.
You just, they pop a balloon. Yeah, Petra. But like what you do is incredible. So you give art. We are here to stay. So if somebody pops one balloon, you put 20 more. So if somebody, okay, I'm going to write 5 songs, new songs this week. You put me this, okay, I'm going to, and you need to be tough to do it. I know, because some of us really wants to, oh my God, and get submitted to this oppression. But no, step out of it. You're not a part of it. It's not you. It's not who you are. If an artist knows his role in life, he will never get hurt. He knows his purpose. I'm here to help. I'm here to create. So you take off all the bullshit and suppression aside, and you continue to walk and see the top of the mountain, because it's there. It never moved. The top of the mountain is always there. Yes?
Amazing, yeah. Yeah, that's an amazing attitude that you have, really. No, but yeah. Now, I think it's so true. And, you know, I think it's with all things in life, you know, you can choose how you look at it, and you can choose what you do in every situation. So, yeah, no, I totally agree. But now tell me, what is your wish for the future?
Okay, what I want is I'm working now with Ruben and creating a beautiful international show between Broadway to Champs-Élysées. When we,
Wow.
I put this hat and I'm like, my fair lady, or we do French chanson. What I want is to be the voice of all the biggest artists from Nessun Dorma to Omioba Puccini, which is Puccini is, I'm in love with Puccini, and create this show. Then I'm working on building the Tampa Bay Academy for all arts, and get them the right education, the right tools, the right whatever they need. Like they come to this beautiful academy. It's for dancers, it's for actors, for singers, musicians, and the main idea is to get them everything they need, also promotion, also whatever they need in order to be out there and succeed. Just to expand and create more art, create more love in this universe with music. And what I love is, I perform, I did all that. I want to give now all my energy to new artists, future artists, existing artists, so they can really succeed. And that's what I'm doing every day. And I just love it.
Amazing. Yeah. So is this a center that you are creating, or is it existing at the moment?
I'm working on this center. Right now, I have a studio at my house, and I teach every day. And I'm working on this center. We need to find a place, but I have a great team. And yes, but this is 2022. That's what we're going to create, for
Amazing.
sure.
Yeah. I think it's so important also for young artists, and like you say, a place for them where they don't just learn the art, but that they can go forward and that they can, do the career, make the career, because I think this is very important that they have. And, I think also that gives them the confidence to know who they are, to know what they want. I think this is so important, not to be led by just what they think they should be, but then that they have the confidence to know who they are. Wonderful. I think all the best of luck with that. I really hope that wish, that it can be fulfilled, and
it has to be reality.
Yeah, I would love to speak to you later when things get going, that you can show me, and that we can definitely talk about that.
For sure. That will be a great day. And may I invite Ruben to sing with me a song?
Yes, please. That would be so amazing. Yes.
Oh!
Ruben! Oh, fantastic. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, go for it.
Guys, I'd like to wish you very, very happy new year. 2022 is going to be amazing with a lot of artists, creation. And here is La Vie en Rose by Edith Piaf. Les yeux qui font baisser le mien, un rire qui se perd sous sa bouche. Voilà la contrée sans retouche, dans mon cœur j'appartiens. Quand il m'apprend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la viande. Il me dit notre amour est tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, il me parle des moments dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, introduit dans la vie. Lui me l'a dit, il l'a joué pour la vie.
Wow! Oh, this is amazing.
Che bella cosa, la luna del sole, l'aria è silenziosa, lontana del festa, quell'aria fresca, areggiata festa, che bella cosa, indegnata e sole.
Oh, wait, let me get back to you. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, wow.
Thank you.
I want to come and see you perform. I want to come and see you.
You must come, Petra.
You are our guest. Our guest.
Yeah.
You have 2 houses here.
Yes.
Oh, wow. This is amazing. I can just imagine. And you have this whole show now coming up. Are you going to tour with it, or what are you planning?
We're going to start in Florida, and we'll see how it takes us, because I have, Ruben has his beautiful ballet and all these productions, and I have mine. So we're going to start here, and if we see how it builds. But yes, the idea is to tour.
We have an enormous repertoire.
Yes.
And it's difficult to choose.
Yes.
It's enormous menu.
Yes. We have piazzolla.
We have dessert first, second, and third food.
Exactly.
Really?
Big restaurant.
But you've got such great energy together, such great chemistry together. It's amazing. Yeah. I would love to see that. Love, love, love to see
Thank
that.
you, Petra.
So
Yeah.
we're going to do it around April, and we're going to write you. So if you can come, that would be amazing.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
our guest.
Yes.
I would
Absolutely.
so love to come to America. I've never been there.
Yes. You must come here.
Wait. You've never been in America?
No.
No,
Petra, that's the time.
Petra, you are this spirit.
Yes.
We are open here. We are open. We don't have problem. We don't have problem. The window is open. The door is open. The sky is opening.
Yes.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Florida.
She's coming.
Yes.
Come
Kan
here.
je spoor? Come here. Come here. Kan je spoor?
Oh, wow. This is amazing. Well, guys, thank you so much. It was so lovely. And so lovely to talk to you and well, to see you both also today.
Incredible.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Ruben.
Really, me, like an artist, sometimes I am needing that you repeat something for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's to clean my opening. You know, it's more clear.
Yeah. When I hear Ruben sing, I feel secure. No matter what,
Really?
I feel okay. I feel safe.
Mhm.
He is incredible.
Yeah, we don't rehearse.
And Petra, really, thank you so much for what you're doing. It is so appreciated and so important. Thank you.
For your space, the humanity, the planet are needing the people like you, and you are here with us in present time. So this is good health.
Yes.
Thank you so much. For me, it's just such a great privilege, and I just always think that, you know, I put it out there, and then the right people have to listen, and it will get to the right people. I believe that, you know, the people who need to hear the message that the artists are giving, those are the people who will hear it. I believe that, with all my heart.
Exactly.
Guys, have a lovely afternoon there in Florida.
And, you too. Okay, my love. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye. Yeah, and I hear the dogs bark in the background.
Yes.
What breed are they?
Oh, I have a golden doodle. It's a golden retriever with a poodle.
Yeah.
This is Lulu.
Oh, isn't that so sweet?
She's full of energy.
What is her name?
Lulu.
Yes.
Oh, perfect name. Yeah.
Lulu.
Lulu.